What is happening, guys? So I got a video for you. I know it's not car related, but it's lawnmower related. And I have a lot of yard to mow here. A lot. So I've got, let's reverse this camera. Got two Cub Cadets. This one here is a 54-inch commercial mower. It's the tank. It's a 2003 model. I picked it up at auction, I don't know, a little less than a year ago. Plagued with issues. That's what this video is about. It's this thing. This one here is just a 50-inch regular Cub Cadet that I picked up like 3 years ago. And it's just, so look at this yard. All right. I mean, I can't show you all of it right now. Well, I can show you quite a bit, but it goes all the way down that hill. And it goes all the way over there. And it goes out back. And there's, I don't know, I'd say roughly 2 acres I'm mowing. Okay. So this thing is just, it's tired. You know, look, freaking, yeah, the wheels broke off it. I mean, this thing is just, it's sad. It's getting sad. Tire's going flat because the dog bit the damn tire. And all right, so anyway, let's get to this one. So this is a 54-inch tank Cub Cadet commercial. I bought it at auction for $1,800. I'm guessing maybe August last year. So I get the thing and I'm excited. I'm like, wow, I actually got a mower that'll actually maybe hold up to me and the abuse that I give these things. And I get on it and I go to mow my yard and the thing, it's not moving. The levers, you go straight forward with both levers and the thing is just trying to constantly turn. And this wheel here was putting out like half of the speed is this wheel. So I'm like, well, maybe it needs a belt. So I went and, the belt had some oil on it. The engine leaks a little bit of oil. It's a Honda engine on it. Threw a belt on it, and it really didn't improve anything. So I just dealt with it. I went out there, I mowed, and I just kind of dealt with it. And then finally, it blew the belt I put on it. I'm like, all right. So I parked it out back. So yesterday, I'm like, oh, well, let's maybe fix this thing. So I'm like, I'm going to figure it out. And there's not really a ton of YouTube videos on these things. So this is the issue. Both levers full forward. And the thing is, veering, well, let's see, sitting on, I guess it would be veering to the right all the time. Because this wheel is spinning faster than that rear wheel. Okay? And I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a little bit because this one's got a brand new tire on it. I mean, it's still got all the little titties on the tire. All right, I'm thinking maybe that's the reason, but it really shouldn't throw it off that much because this tire isn't that bad. So I'm like, maybe one of the hydro motors are bad on it because it's got two, motors that work off of hydraulic fluid. You can see them. There's one of them. And then there's the other one. All right, and you can see the hydraulic lines going to them. It's got a hydraulic tank in it. All right, it's got a hydraulic filter on it. So there's your tank. Let's refill it. That's your filter. I changed the filter. It changed the fluid. Nothing. Like, this thing is just... So I'm looking. I figured, well, I'm going to flip this thing up here and see what we got going on. So there's this cover. Flip the cover up, and I'm looking. And so right here, we're going to move the left lever forward, backwards. And then the right lever is the same. I can't reach it, but it's the same setup. And I started looking at it, and I'm like, there's adjustments right here. There's like a tire on a car. There's a nut. You can loosen that nut, and you can spin this, and it's got them on the front and the back. And I'm like, well, I'll be a son of a bitch. So I pulled the lever, or I loosened it up, just started moving the lever back and forth, and it started getting better. It started actually getting a lot better. So basically, when you're taking this on and going forward with it, basically I had to make that lever a little bit longer, like you would on a tire I'm doing an alignment. So I just backed it out 5 or 6 turns, tried it, better. Did the same thing, turned it 5 or 6 more turns, better, but it still seemed a little bit sluggish. Well, when I was under here, I noticed, and I don't know if I'll be able to turn the light on. I probably won't. But there is, let's see here. So this thing right here, this was loose, and this is hooked to the hydraulic motor, okay? And this is also hooked to the lever. And this thing was just flopping all over the place. So there is a little, like a little, oh God, I can't think of it here. It's like a little jam nut in there, but it's used, I don't even know what I did with it. I can tell you what size it is. But anyway, it's like a little, oh, right here. What size is that? 4mm. So a little 4mm gets up in there. It's a set screw. That's what it is. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Having a moment. It's a little set screw in there. Went in there, this little 4mm. It took like 3 complete turns, tightened it up, and this thing is brand new. So if you guys are dealing with this issue, and you're kind of pulling your hair out, and you're thinking, well, maybe it needs a new hydro motor, it doesn't. It might not. Mess around with these levers. They're adjustable on both ends. You know, you just got to lift this cover up. Now, every one of these are going to be different. I don't know on this particular one. I've never had this thing apart because it's never really let me down. But I'm assuming it's probably the same setup. A very similar setup. Yeah, so see, this one, these are a lot easier. And it's threaded rod right there. So this one, I don't know, maybe the adjustment's at the top. But this one here, it looks like there's an adjustment there too with that nut. So if you guys are running into these issues with these Cubs, look into the rods that go from the lever down to your hydro motors before you do anything. Before you take it anywhere, you could save yourself so much money. Alright, I'm going to conclude this video. It's Saturday. I did mow with this today. Like, I'm super happy that I got this thing figured out, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to do a video on this and just kind of, maybe it'll help somebody out. Alright, so y'all have a goody-goody. Thank you for watching. Off.